So, new PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility information update. That's pretty interesting. PlayStation 5 Pro's first launch title potentially leaks, and PS6 in deep development, and the PlayStation 6 PSP3 launch era. Those are the stories we're going to cover today. And if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it. And as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you waiting for the PlayStation 6 or not? This conversation around the PlayStation 5 Pro has been people who are getting the Pro and will get the PlayStation 6, and others who will just wait for the PlayStation 6 and skip the PlayStation 5 Pro, save their money there. I'm going to get the Pro and the PlayStation 6, obviously, but that's just me. I also run a channel. What about you? So comment below, yes or no, if you're waiting for the PlayStation 6 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a big PlayStation 5 Pro launch title possibly has leaked. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, it looks like Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered's official announcement and release date aren't too far away. The rumored remaster was first outed in 2022 when some outlets got a hold of an internal Sony document, but we haven't really heard anything since until today. That is the unannounced title that has just been rated by the ESRB. The ESRB rating, thanks to Reddit, mentions PlayStation 5 and PC as the remaster's platforms. It looks like Sony will be opting for a simultaneous release a la Until Dawn remake. Previous reports claimed that Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered will feature an improved lighting system, texture overhaul, improved animations, and new character models. According to MP First, who first leaked the remaster, the game will also feature new accessibility options, different graphics modes, and VRR support. So, I'm personally looking forward to seeing how this compares to Horizon Forbidden West when it comes to visuals, because apparently that's the goal here. I don't expect new DLC to be added, but I would assume the existing Horizon Zero Dawn DLC will be a part of this package as well. A state of play announcement is probably how this is going to go down, and it's looking like this could be a PlayStation 5 Pro launch title, or of course it could launch around that period. They could use this game at the state of play to potentially showcase some PlayStation 5 Pro improvements as well. I also hope that Sony provides an upgrade path for those who own the original game on PlayStation 4. Let's see how that goes, and if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, interesting PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility update information. So, recently, Moore's Law is Dead spoke about PlayStation 3 backwards compatibility again, but he was wondering why Sony is holding up the feature. Why haven't they released it yet? This was interesting to hear because I don't think I've heard anyone refer to this feature as being held. Moore's Law is Dead has claimed that they've had it working on PlayStation 4 for some PlayStation 3 titles, meaning this works on PlayStation 5 for more titles, I would assume. Jeff Grubb has stated it's in the works and thought it would be launching earlier this year, but obviously that didn't happen. He mentioned this in June of this year. We also had Special Nick chime in this year as well, saying Sony is set to bring select PlayStation 3 titles to PS5. He doesn't know when that will happen though. So Moore's Law is Dead saying it's held back is interesting because he also starts doubting if Sony actually has this thing working at all. But his co-host chimes in saying that Sony is probably trying to get this working across the board, and this brought me back to my old point on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. When we heard that PlayStation 4 players still accounted for 50% of PlayStation's player base, I wondered if this is a reason why Sony hasn't launched PlayStation 3 emulation. If you look at the PS1, PS2, and PSP games right now on PlayStation Plus, or you can buy them on the store, you'll see those games are all on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, both platforms. The value of PlayStation Plus Premium here isn't devalued for PlayStation 4 players. But now imagine if PS3 games become downloadable only on PlayStation 5, while a PlayStation 4 player paying for premium won't get access. They have to stream it. That could potentially be an issue. Now, honestly, I'm wondering if you're still on PlayStation 4, do you really have a premium subscription considering the price of the subscription? I'm not really sure there. I don't have the numbers on that. I hope Sony isn't holding back this feature because of this reason. That would be ridiculous in my eyes. I hope they do start releasing select PlayStation 3 titles, and the first ones I hope come out are Killzone 2 and 3, with the 20th anniversary happening this November. But you guys let me know if you're still on PlayStation 4 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 6 in deep development and the PS6 PSP3 launch era. Reading from Push Square, Sony's already hard at work on the PlayStation 6, a Reuters article has revealed. The exclusive report delves into the story of Intel and how it allegedly lost the contract to manufacture chips for the next generation machine. Talks between the two tech giants reportedly took place in 2022, with AMD ultimately winning the lucrative deal. While the article focuses heavily on the impact to Intel, it does reveal that backwards compatibility is of enormous importance to PlayStation. Moving from AMD, which made the PlayStation 5 chip, to Intel would have risked backwards compatibility, which was a subject of discussion between Intel and Sony engineers and executives, the sources said. So before this article went out, Moore's Law is Dead already made a point of hearing that the console began development last year in 2023. So this timeline lines up there, that there were talks in 2022 about the PlayStation 6 and then development started in 2023. Mark Cerny has stated that it takes about 4 years to make a console. So if they started in 2023, then 2027 is probably the earliest they can release this thing if they wanted to release it then, because we heard they could also probably release it in 2028. If Xbox releases their next generation console in 2026, then I would assume Sony will probably drop theirs in 2027. PS5 Pro launches later this year, and Xbox has stated that they're already hard at work on their next generation console. They said this year in 2024. This in itself makes me believe that they might be launching their console earlier than we thought, because why else say that in 2024 if you're going to launch this thing in 2027 or 2028? We know both companies are working on their next-gen consoles, but Xbox stated this publicly now. Obviously, Sony won't say anything until 2026 at the earliest, but we already knew they're working on their next console, obviously. The next generation rumors and leaks season seems to be warming up, and with both companies reportedly working on handhelds as well, the next generation could be very exciting. Sony back in the handheld game, Xbox entering for the first time, and both companies have their next generation home consoles hitting the market. Let's see how this all works out, but you guys let me know if you're excited for the next generation of consoles and handhelds or not. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with ready for the show. Obviously here I'm referring to the next state of play, which is reportedly set to go live next week. I'm hoping they reveal something first party related. Please, hopefully that happens. If you're excited for the show, destroy the comment section with ready for the show, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.